Alright, Cock World, time to stop screwing around and show JAXX what I can really do. This is my completed Ruby scythe. I hope you guys enjoy, because I'm really happy with the way it came out, and I hope you stick around. There's going to be one more video after this with the results of our contest, who got the most likes. This is round 5, the final round. We're tied 2-2. JAXX almost won the last round. I had to have some posts and like beg for some likes, but I'm really happy we managed to get this far and that it actually got me engaged, and I hope that me and JAXX are both engaged, because that's what makes this fun and interesting as a thing to do for both of us as cosplayers. I hope you guys are enjoying watching along and seeing how things progress. Okay, so this is my scythe. Has a few details that are pretty awesome. I'm really happy with. I'll stick around and try to explain a few of them. There's going to be one more video, I think I said, that's going to be the result, and then in that video I'm going to explain some of the mechanisms and details as far as working it and putting it together and bringing conventions and different features it has. But I hope you guys can take a look at these detail shots and see for yourself that it's a very nice prop. I'm very happy with the way it came out. I'm going to transition to me explaining how this thing was finished up and painted. Thanks. Hope you guys leave a like. See you next time. Good times to all. Alright, Cosplay World, welcome back. If you're here for the second part, I'm going to explain how it was finished up and how we made this a pile of parts into a full working prop with wonderful features and accessories and such. Yes, accessories! If we have a few of those cartridges, I'll call them accessories. Alright, so the bullet chamber is glued on, the sight is glued on with scoop, or was it E600, 6000, and then the loop for the strap is glued on as well. We're also going to be mounting the small head of the scythe onto the main shaft permanently, just so it's one less thing to worry about. And then, because this prop is like 7 feet long, or 7.5, it's pretty long, we're going to be drilling some holes, and we're going to make that end fully detachable with some wood pegs. And we're not going to be screwing them and putting that in place, because that 7 foot is really kind of a pain to get around in conventions. It's kind of dangerous, and if anywhere is going to break, it's going to break right where that shaft goes into the main body of the gun scythe. So I want to make sure that if the unforeseen happens, which is very likely in a convention floor, that is where it breaks. Those wood pegs are weaker and should break before anything else, and that's what we want. We're going to also put the head of the scythe, put some screws in there, but it's only kind of to mark where they go before we go back and paint everything. We'll separate everything into its individual parts, and we'll paint them individually just so they look nice. Oh, but before that, of course, we're going to be finishing it with Bondo. Yes, this is a trick to get rid of your cracks, your crevices, your blemishes, things like that. You mix it up, you put it over the various imperfections, which of course there are a few. I'm not perfect. I didn't cut things out perfectly rectangular, and there are cracks where different materials line up a little weird. So we'll fill those in and we'll sand them. And I may have only devoted, I don't know, a minute of footage time for this, because it's all crunched out, and only as an example. But let me tell you, I bondoed and primed and then bondoed just like 3-4 times to get rid of just these tiny imperfections that were driving me nuts, because this is a very angular, very flat toned piece, so those small cracks and crevices show up very, very distinctly, at least to me, because they're all flat colors, so any kind of dents or imperfections will show up in the light, and it just drives me nuts. So sanding is a huge part of this. It was a long process. Probably spent as much time sanding and painting than making the prop itself. Yeah, seriously. Finishing is a thing. Making it look nice is important. It doesn't matter how well you make the prop. If it is not finished well, it's a waste of time. And alright, for painting, the first section of painting I'm going to talk about is blocking out. I'm going to start with black here because it's the easiest to fix and kind of the easiest one that won't get messed up. If I tried starting with red, the second I try and paint black, it's extremely easy to mess up red. It's very hard to mess up black because it's a very strong color. Not that it didn't happen, trust me, I messed up and I had to go retouching. It seemed that no matter, every time I turned around, I managed to get some black on the red. Also, one thing I would like to point out is that I'm using the Imager and the DeviantArt account of the 3D rendering, and there's a rotation for references here. And then in that art, you'll notice, or at least I noticed, that the colors are in fact black, light gray, a dark gray, and red. I know a lot of people like to use white and then they don't even see the dark gray. There are more, those are the colors in the art or the references I was using. For the details, once everything is lined and I've gone in with my tiny brushes and painted up the edges and gotten them as good as I could, I went in and did some detail work. I got some stencils, drew some circles. It was a challenge to paint up those circular details on the heads of the scythe, because the markers weren't showing up. You see me using a colored pencil. I had to go over it with a colored pencil several times. Paint was not, of course, showing up because red pigment in acrylic paint is not nearly as strong as black pigment in acrylic paint, as we ranted about earlier. So I had to go over that several times to kind of get it to look good and to photograph well. So there you go. A little bit of trouble with the arts, the paint scheme coming up as good as I would have liked. But we finished it. We're going to let it sit. We're going to varnish it. I didn't show you videos of me varnishing, but we're going to varnish it, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this tutorial, if you like the scythe, give me some love and vote for me by leaving a like on this video. Thanks for watching. Good times to all.